Okay, hey y'all. I'm getting back on to do another recording. I was supposed to do one early this morning, and to be perfectly truthful about it, I'm gonna speak through direct as much as possible. I'm forgetting bits and pieces. I will remember bits and pieces as I go along. If I don't agree with it, I will just cancel it out. And re-speak. So it's not a thing that's not known that a lot of the system that we live off of needs to be redone. Not only does it need to be redone, it can be redone. It can be bettered in ways that are truly about the safety and security of humans and having good, healthy communication skills and knowing how to treat each other better. We have, well, I can't say we because I'm just a baby in this. You get what I'm saying? But we have had family and friends that have made mistakes over the years. Note to you is the biggest thing you should be doing right now is having self respect, gaining some self control. Just because you feel something strongly, just because you have a continuous thought of it doesn't mean that it is always the correct thing to move on. Knowing an even balance of right from wrong, good from bad, better from worse, and what should be continued and what should just be stopped. Again, I said it on a previous video, and it is continued no matter if someone tries to force me, because there's different ways to force people into messed up situations. Um, but even if something tries to force me to think in the wrong way, there's no human, whether seen, heard, not heard, there's no human that is above correction and reflection, no matter where you come from, no matter who you are, no matter what status you are. We all have the ability to make mistakes in the smallest ways, in the most intricate ways, in the most extreme way. So again, don't make other people suffer for the things that you refuse to correct. It makes no sense. Um, I spoke on the fact that it's sad again every day that moves on. I could be doing this community work. I could be living out my goals and dreams, and it's stopped and disrespected by people who were way older than me that uh, keep dedicating their self, their time, other people's time to chaos and destruction in many different ways, shapes, and forms. Confusion, sickness, and really it is like a parasitic addiction. It is worse than someone that you see that has taken drugs when they have an addiction. It is worse than that. Um, for people to think that fighting is a cure all and you don't get the fact that, yeah, even after a fight, you can fight about one object that's sitting on a table, even if it's just a basic fist fight, right? When you're done fighting, whatever problem that was had with that object that was sitting on the table or that is sitting on the table, because the possibility of other people involved, the object might be gone. Meaning other people done took it and walked out the room with it because you was too busy dang on fighting, or did a whole bunch of other stuff to it because you was too busy fighting. The problem is still there. And the thing is, dealing with existence, the problem can grow and get worse. especially when people don't want to be accountable, especially when people don't want to have healthy limitations, especially when people don't want to admit they are wrong. And that is not right, that we all have to suffer, or we are all missing out on different experiences, friendships, connections, um ideas. And then y'all are throwing away all the ideas from good people, smart people, and you are forcing it to make it seem like, oh, it mattered where they actually came from. No, it mattered what their mentality was. That's what mattered. It mattered what their main goal was when they decided to do different things. You get what I'm saying? That is the thing that matters most. Not only that, um there's nothing wrong with admitting you're wrong, even if you started something off and not poisoning it further and going and correcting yourself, but not trying to control people because of, oh, I started it. Like, if people decide that, say, if you created something, pick something up and reuse it, it is something to be proud of, especially when it's something that is worth having. But this sense of entitlement or entrapment, or just you wanting to be the center of attention, so you harm other people, you cross limitations, is this has got to stop. And stop blaming the kids for it, because again, um I had already been promised different job positions since I was a child. I had already been told I could come together with good people, people who don't look like they're going through the best situations, and help them to achieve good, healthy goals, to help them have better social and mental health, and take it serious and have appreciation and love and care for it. I've been cut off in many different ways. People have played in my face in many different ways and acted as though they didn't do it. They have used the system to do it. In 2026, the system has been used to do it, and it's like really just no way out. There's no way out of it, especially if everyone is controlled, if everyone is in acceptance of it, if no one is doing anything about it. And again, a lot of this stuff could have been said simply by sitting down, talking about it. You didn't have to take people through this stuff, but you are. And again, if someone is so addicted to provoking people, or, oh, well, if you say that it don't matter, even if you give off the hint of, oh, it don't matter that much to you, I'm gonna put somebody through it because it's entertaining to me. It's like that Russian roulette, right? No one wants to be toyed with like that. I don't toy with other people like that. Is If I have a problem with you, I'm going to tell you directly what I have a problem with and why. It's that simple. If I don't want to be bothered with you, then I'm not going to be bothered with you. I'm going to go the opposite direction. But if you are doing something that is harmful to many people, I'm going to tell you, nah, that's not right. You need to go sit down. You need to separate. You need to get help. You need to know that what you're doing is wrong, because just because you're an adult, it's a lot of adults that have never been taught right from wrong. It's a lot of adults that are being geared and programmed. And it doesn't make any sense that I have children now, and I have said repeatedly, that what is being done to them is child abuse. It don't matter how much you try to make it look like you tried to help, it's child abuse. How things are being done is child abuse, and that is the very thing that people are complaining about. But you didn't try to find a better way to do things. You didn't. And again, you can't just jump to go along with people say and do when they're trying to threaten you. And it's like it's something that they made a gimmick. Like y'all know how they are in, they do the little negotiation scene in movies, right? And then they was like, "Oh, we don't negotiate with terrorists." But what are you doing in the real world when people are really being affected, bro? I'm nobody's lab rat. I'm nobody's guinea pig. I don't care how much y'all have done. Again, I'm not approving. It's a whole list of stuff that I'm not approving for me and my family. I'm not approving for it for other people's family too. Cause see, this is the thing that set people in motion as to why they end up feeling like they need to fight each other, or why they feel like they have to be in competition with each other. And I'm not in approval for y'all to keep that stuff going when there are better ways to do things. You talking about you have a list of things, and all these things have to be completely different. You telling me out of a list of 10 different things, everything on the table is negative? We already know you got one negative thing on the table because again, one negative thing can have many negative effects. Just one thing is negative. You telling me all everything else on the table negative too. There's the problem with that. But see, for me, I don't want to waste away my stuff. I don't want to give away nothing, and I'm not gonna give away nothing that is good for me, truly good for me. Now, where you talk about somebody trying to entrap me and to harm me, now that's different. I don't need that, and I'm not gonna accept it. Um, so again, my goals moving forward is to continue to create better goals for the future, to correct myself, to correct any vibrations around me or in connection with me, to create better ideas and stuff that is worth using, to keep it from people using and abusing it, or abusing other people to abuse it, or abusing other people with it, to help people, because it is something that is needed. It's something that is needed. It always has been. um Like it's a saying, what you eat don't make me poop, right? I'm gonna try to keep it kind of G rated because I don't know what platform I'm gonna put this on, but what you breathe does affect me. What you put out does affect me. Again, at this point, you do need to be asking, oh, okay, is something someone doing over in a whole nother country? It can it get over here? How fast can it get over here? How can it affect you? How is there different ways that it can make you sick? Is it different ways it can harm you without you noticing? Like y'all, again, why are you building on and catering to the subtle war zone, the quiet war zone? Why, when there are so many other things to build on? um, what else? I don't like not being where I can remember. Um, I think I talked about basic natural human strength, and what building natural strength is. Again, two Mack trucks can't fight with each other, bro. They both gonna end up beat up. Like they're both gonna end up smashed in. They're both not gonna be able to withstand all of that um, pressure, and so that has to be notated. And so, a lot of people, I'm gonna just put it out straight. A lot of people are dealing with fights of tech. Someone asked me earlier, what are two or three songs that? Well, actually, I think they asked for two, but I said more than one. They said somebody need to explain that "We Are the World" song. They also said the song "War, What Is It Good For?" Change the World, and it was a third one. Oh, We Shall Study War No More. Now, again, because that's something that's not openly advertised. You get the fact that you can use war for being petty. Should you though? No. You can literally use it against your own family or people of your same ethnicity. Should you though? No. And so it's just like, if y'all are going to make existence hectic, what is the point of fighting? What is it that you're fighting for if you can't relax, if you can't spend time with your family, if you can't build on good goals and dreams for people to enjoy? This is why they do still vastly give out photos that are free for people to color and draw. This is why they give out free books. This is why a lot of stuff, because that healthy living and experiencing each other without fighting over it or without being overly greedy. It's a lot of people that want to keep that alive, and not just as a gimmick, and not dismissing different people's hurt and pain. So there's a lot to be